Hello, 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 y'all. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm super excited. It's Friday, it's the weekend, got an extra day off. And so I wanted to just really quickly share with y'all some of the progress that's going on in the seed starting room for the simple fact that I was excited to walk down over the last 2 to 3 days and see lots of seed germinating. And the reason why I'm excited because when I read the package was saying, it may take 7 days, it may take 14 days, it may take 21 days. And to see the seedlings pop up, and then one that I'm going to show you, which is the Swiss chart, to actually see them pop up, and they're a little bit older seeds. So before I turn the camera around, I just want to share with you, oftentimes when we buy the seeds, it'll say, sell by date. And a lot of people think that, they're no good anymore, but I'm going to show y'all in just a second. These seeds were from 2019. Now, what I will say is a lot of our leafy green seeds, they do last a few years, like our collards and our kales. This was actually Swiss chard. They were 2019. And what I did was I sold them a little bit heavier. So I sold them like between 3 to 5 seeds per sale tray. And if I had known that they were going to germinate this great, I probably would have sown them one per sale tray. But this is great. This is great. It's things that I write down in the journal. I'll give you the company because I was listening to something today that was saying, like, although the varieties of the seeds may be the same, it just depends on the company. So this is one of my favorite companies as well. Let me go ahead without further ado. I'm going to be real short, y'all, but I just want to show you what's going on, the progress of the seeds that we're starting. And so really quick, my plans for the weekends, and you make sure that you write down in the comments. First, make sure you write down if you're going to, what are you growing? What are you growing this gardening season? But my plans for the weekend is to start a few more snapdragons, a few more pansies. I think I wrote down kale, cabbage. I keep adding to the list. Parsley, dill. Those are great spring plants to grow for us here in I was going to say coastal Georgia. We're not in coastal Georgia anymore. Here in zone 8A, I noticed that they do great in spring. And so I'm going to do this over the next few weeks, and then I'm going to start focusing on like some of our summer seed starting vegetables. But okay, let me turn the camera around because this is the first one that I want to show y'all. So I decided to plant some Swiss chard, y'all, and I had a little bit older ones, and I'll show you right here. I always like to try to keep my space. So these, I particularly wrote down 2019 because the reason why I write this down, so just in case they don't germinate, I'm like, don't get upset. These were older seeds. But these were from Renee's garden, and this is like one of my top 5 of the favorites to order seeds from. But as you can see, I planted again about 3 to 5 per sale, and I'm getting great germination rate. Again, if I had known, I would have did maybe 2. And I have a few more seeds left. So if I succession plant, I know, this is what I know, get those seeds because I'm trying to go through some of the older seeds and get those planted up. So I will know, I could do maybe 2 per sale tray. And then these right here in the back, these are 5-color silver beet right here. They're from Territorial Seed Company. Great germination rate too. These were some of the newer ones, but they are germinating just great. And I love Swiss chard, like the colors. So we got a lot of red here, but I also, what I'm going to do is once they get a little bit bigger, y'all know I always teach that wait till they get a little bit bigger, and then what I do is I trim them down 1 per sale tray. So I'm just really going to be watching them, really to see which one is the strongest of them all. And then I'm going to take them down and I'm going to trim them down to one per sale tray. But I'm hoping I can get a few more yellow. I don't see a whole lot of yellow. These are more like green, but I want to get, I don't know, I just want some beauty out in the garden. So I get a little bit more yellow. We got lots of red, which is very pretty in the garden. So again, we have the silver beet from Territorial Seeds, and then the bright lights from Swiss Chard, and I mean from Renee's Garden, and these are a little bit older. Now what I really got excited about, y'all, is this tray right here, and I'm going to show you so today's date is the 12th, and I just planted these, and probably tomorrow, I won't do it now, but I'm probably going to remove this dome right here because we don't want dampening off disease. But I'm going to lift it up to show you that this is what I was talking about. So these are hibiscus pink swirl. And since I'm live, I can't put up like a picture, but just Google it. Very pretty hibiscus. But they said that they germinate in about 7 to 14 days. And right here, I'm just going to move it right here for now. And then I'll put it back up. I planted these on the 10th. These are from Burpee, hibiscus, and look how they're germinating. They are germinating so great. Now, the thing is, let me tell y'all what I did. And this was, I always like to read the seed packages. So the seed packages says soak them in water for about 24 hours. So I did that. Then I planted them, and I only did one because you only got 15 seeds in a package. And I planted 2 packages, which is 30. But this seed starting tray is like 40. So what I did is I took what was left over and I planted like some Shasta daisies right here. But 30 hibiscus pink swirl. So we're going to have a lot of pink swirl going on, and probably some friends and families. You're going to get some pink swirl hibiscus, but it's just such a pretty flower. And this particular variety right here, it only gets between 24 and 30 inches tall. So I was thinking I could have that like as a backdrop to some of the flowers that we can put up here. So that was like so amazing because they specifically said 7 to 14 days, and in about 2 days we got germination coming. So those are some of the newer seeds. And again, I'm just going to wait a little bit because we got this back row. I see them coming up like all the way to the back. It looks like it's coming through, but once they come through, I'm going to take them off. Now, let me show y'all really quick. This is some of the other new seedlings right here. I wanted to plant a few more cabbage, a few more collards, and a few more kale. I have those out ready to be planted. But this was the other one that we did. This was on the 9th that we sowed this. So this right here, this is tatsoi right here. Those are coming up. This is Katmasuna. And the way I found out about that, we've grown this before, but the way I found out about it, y'all, was Baker Creek sent out like a free seed package. I love ordering from them because they always put free seeds in there. And I tried it, I growed it, and it was absolutely amazing. So we got those planted, and then we have this purple bok choy, this last row right here. So probably in the morning, I'm going to take this dome off as well. Now, this is what I wanted to share with y'all. I'm going to drop down here because remember, I did a video on this one, not now, but y'all go watch the video because we just got finished feeding this. So I did a video on the lettuce right here, but I think I went live, or maybe I did a video to where all of these started off as soil blocks. And I'm going to show you because I have to get ready to plant these up in this same one. So they started off like this in these soil blocks. This is geranium, and then we have some heliotrope in the back that's starting to emerge. And as a matter of fact, let me show y'all. Please don't fall. This is, I put, look, 2019 too. So I'm using up some of my older seeds. So that's why I say it doesn't mean the seeds are not going to germinate. The germination rate may go down, but they still may germinate. Some of the seeds that I really just like, the germination rate goes down a lot in my experience, are like your onion seeds and your parsley seeds. So I try to go ahead and use them like the year that I do it. But I did want to show you that I got to pot these up in these. So when you soil block, remember, y'all, you got to always have a plan of what you're going to do next. And I'm thinking, so the other day, not only did I plant these up, but I also gave them a very diluted fertilization. So once they start getting the true leaves on here like this, I will fertilize them, but I don't use like the full strength. I will dilute it down quite a bit because I don't want to burn the plants because they're still small. Even though it's organic, you know, if you come in with something strong, you can potentially burn your plants. So we're going to do this. That's on my to-do list for this weekend. Is I already have one of these trays ready for these right here, because just think about this, y'all. This is like 60 plants right here on this tray, but I still got to have a plan as to what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to show you the status, like ever since I planted these. So these are mulberry shade pansies, and they just are really taking off. They really are. Let me know in the comments if you've grown winter savory. I think I've asked this question before. It really, when I rub the leaves, reminds me of thyme, but it just has like a slight mint peppery smell, but it smells really good. It smells really good. Yes, I'm so glad you caught the live. This was impromptu. Y'all, let me tell you, I'm going to get myself together because I normally either like to send out a text message list or an email list, but I just told Chris I was coming down here to check on the plants because I'm going to hurry up because this light goes off at about 8 o'clock. And I was like, I got to show everybody what's going on. Hello, Shirley. How are you? I'm waiting for you to start your seeds. And I know that's going to be absolutely amazing. I know it is. But we're going to have, I told y'all before, we're going to have a lot of geraniums, y'all. I went geranium crazy because they were older seeds once again. But the pansies are really taking off because I was a little bit worried about them in the soil blocks, but now I see they're starting to get lots of growth. This one is mulberry shades. Another variety I like of the pansies is the antique shades, but this is more of like, just say like a burgundy color. And then I'm really excited about this Russian sage bluesette because it only gets about 24 inches tall. And then this whole tray right here, y'all, this whole tray is nothing but geraniums right here. And then this is our lettuce that's growing. And I'm going to give this about 2 to 4 weeks, and then we're going to start hardening them off and putting them outside. So this is the global mix. This is the Simply Salad global mix. And then this is the alfresco mix right here. And then this is another thing about onions. See, that's why I say you got to experiment, because I did not anticipate. I actually sold these very heavy. These are bunching onions. I sold these heavy because I was like, these are older seeds. And then look what happened. They germinated very good. Very, very good. So we started these on the 29th. I gave them a light fertilization. Now these can take a little bit more colder weather. So probably in about 2 to 3 or maybe 4 weeks, these are going to go in the garden too. And then I'm going to sow some more. I'm going to try to do succession planting with the bunching onions or green onions because we do use them a lot. Now, I just got off and was showing the light. I want to show y'all as well. I've showed you this one before. I don't utilize this one until the plants get very big because, again, when I start seeds, I like to have my grow lights about 4 to 6 inches from the plant so that they can get good light. And I have these on for about 12 to 14 hour. I think this is on like a 14-hour. Yeah, a 14-hour timer because it comes on about 6 something and it goes off about 8. So this is on like a 14-hour timer. So here are some things when they germinate. So tomorrow, let me get back up. Lord, y'all. Lord, let me try to get back up. So tomorrow, when I pull these, and I'm going to move these too. I just been doing a moving around dance. So when I move these, I'm going to take them off the heating mat. I'm not going to need the heating mat anymore. So that way I can put some more seeds on there. So I use the heating mat to germinate the seeds. But once I germinate them, I take them off the heating mat. And then I put them like, these are not on the heating mat. So we got to do a little moving around tomorrow. Because I'm going to move the 2 trays probably the 3 trays that I just showed you. But again, I don't like this one right here because it's not on hooks like this one. Like these I can move up and down, but this one you can't. And I was showing, I just got off another live and I was showing them and I ended up like knocking it over. But these are the true grow lights. I'm going to turn it on. So they do have like the red and the blue and the white on here. I don't know what I did over there on that side. But once the geraniums get bigger and they get maybe like 4 to 6 inches from this light, then I'll pot them up probably in bigger pots, and then I'll put them all under here. And I was telling someone, I really do feel like I need another seed starting rack. Like I really want one more, but I just came downstairs from talking to Chris about I want a greenhouse, and it was a whole conversation within itself, because the greenhouse he thinks I want is not the greenhouse that I want. And so when I show him what I want, that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. Let's talk about the seeds. So we got that one. Oh, and then the cilantro. These are older seeds too. So let me tell y'all, all of the older seeds are from Renee's garden, and they've germinated so good. But I have this is 8 plants right here. I think I want to maybe plant at least maybe 12 cilantro plants, and then I'll be done with that one. Do y'all see that fungus gnat flying? They about to get the business, for real. I think on the last live I had something. Oh, let me show y'all what I'm going to use, and I'm going to do a video, but I did find it. I couldn't find it that day, but this is what I'm going to use for the fungus gnats right here. I ordered this from Lisa Mason Ziegler. She does like flower farming, but it will kill like the larvae. But I do have the yellow sticky tabs for the ones that are grown. So y'all are getting a sneak peek before I actually make the video. So this is what we are going to use to get these fungus gnats up under control, because they're not going to keep flying in my face like that. It's very irritating. But I did just want to show y'all that one. And then I have, this is heliotrope right here too that I just planted. These were older. Shout out to Renee's garden, because look, these were Renee's garden. These, and y'all see I put 2019 over here, because, and the reason why I do that is because I like to journal a lot. And so just in case I say, I don't know what's wrong with these seeds or why they're not germinating, then I'll know, okay, these are older seeds. So don't get upset about them. You know, it's not going to germinate, but they're doing pretty good. They're starting to germinate very good. What I will tell y'all, this is what I'm about to write in this journal with these begonia seeds. Okay, they taking too long. They are taking a long time. Like, they coming up, but they are so slow. So y'all put in the comments, have you ever started begonia seeds? Normally I will start the bare root of the begonia seeds. I'll start the bare root and they'll be great. But this right here, they're pretty flowers, but I'm like, okay, you need to move it along. And we started these back in December. And do y'all see the growth? Very slow growth on those. So we I don't know. I might have to X that off my list, or either if I just don't have nothing to do, nothing, and I got nothing but time and nothing but space, then maybe I'll start these again. But they were so pretty once again on the internet screen. And I was like, oh, wow, those are beautiful. But to those who start begonia seeds, yeah, you got to have a lot of patience here. Costco has the perfect wire rats for seeds. Oh, don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. I might need to get some because these right here are just like the wire rack, like you said, and then it is the shop lights. Um, so I really feel, I feel like I need one more, y'all, just one more to start off with. And you know what? Um, Devin, I actually got Costco rewards. And I think I got one for like $59.42. So oh gosh, you're twisting my arm right now. I had to resist. I already have two, don't need any more. Oh gosh, I might have to because if I have yeah, that's like $30 for a rack, and then the shop lights, they run around between, depending on if you can find them on sale, between 19.99 and 24.99. That's just gonna be something on Chris's list to put together. And I found a timer, uh, but this timer only has like two. It's not like this timer right here, but when I was unpacking, I found like the first timer I ever had, but it only has two outlets on it. So we may have to make something work. I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad, I'm really glad you told me that because they just built a Costco about, although it takes about 30 to 45 minutes, it's literally like one exit up from us. So I'm going to keep that in mind over the next few days because that way I can start more seeds. And then in the next 2 to 4 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and start my tomato seeds, my pepper seeds, and some like marigolds and other heat loving thing. And I do want to show y'all that seed from the persimmon. Look at this. It is growing like it's outgrown. It has outgrown this light, and I don't even think it can, yeah. So I got to figure out something to do with this right here because it is outgrowing that light right there. But we are going to see. I'm with you, Devin. I'm with you, and I think I really feel like I'm just going to get it and just bring it home. And let me tell y'all real quick about Chris. I think I'm going to get it because I'll try my best to put things together. But oftentimes he sees me and he's like, what are you doing? And then I'll tell him and then he'll just put it together. So maybe he will do that again and just put it together real quick. Like I've shared with you before, like I can put stuff together. It may take me hours, but I can put it together. But to him, it just takes like no time. It seems like he's one that doesn't read the directions and has like a bunch of extra stuff, but they stay together, y'all. They stay together. He just put a bookcase together for me. He's like, see, these specifically say extra pieces. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I think that is what we are going. I think that's what we're going to do is Devin, thank you so much. I'm so glad I came on this live, y'all. It's painful for him to watch because I sit there and I'm one that will take the instructions and inventory the parts and then start putting together, and I've put together a few things, but I tell you, it's very helpful when he comes through. Like he really carves off a lot of he carves off a lot of time for me. And I do appreciate that. So I think I'm just going to bring it in here and start putting it together and just get everything. Like I'll just have everything. And I know I'm gonna hear some words about it. I am, but I'm ready for those words. It don't even matter because in the end, it's like Devin said, it's worth the investment. And then once we see all of those, because let me tell y'all this real quick and then I'm gonna jump off. So today I went to the store and I paid $4.99 for the little salad thing. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you. And I said, see, this is why I'm ready for my lettuce. Now, if y'all hear Chris in the background, just pay no mind. Just pay him, just pay him no mind. Okay, he's not in here. But let me show y'all what I just paid $5 for. And I'm like, if I don't hurry up and get this lettuce going. So this right here, can y'all see it? At the store, $5. And I'm just like, okay, we got to get some lettuce going. So I'm with you. I feel like once, it may be dark real quick, but I just feel like once we start growing things in the garden, I also have on my list cabbage, kale, collards. Once we start growing things, I think it'll be worth the investment, and it'll be worth it because I'm telling y'all, I was reading something online about the grocery store prices. I don't think they're going down. I don't. Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. With the prices, but we can change that. We can all change that. That's why I say just grow one thing. If we can just all grow one thing, I would like for everybody to grow more, but if we can just all grow one thing, I think that will be a help. And that's what it's all about. Like just reducing the grocery bill and then just knowing how it was grown and then just the convenience of being able to pick it when you need it, because we got some hard nasty rain today and I had to get out in it, and I was not pleased about that. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But over time, I'm hoping that we can just start growing more and more, and then being able to share with others as well. So I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. Let me know what you're doing for the weekend. So let me turn the camera around because I'm going to tell y'all exactly what my plans are for the weekend. So I need to pot up these geraniums right here. I'm going to start another soil block tray of pansies and snapdragons and probably some kale and cabbage. And I think that and maybe go get the grow rack. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll keep y'all posted. I got like a 95% chance that I'm going to get it. That's a good way to use my Costco rewards. It's a great way. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to have to and so that way I may not have to shift around too much. I still have about, yep, I still got 1, 2, 3, 4 heating mats that are right here that I could use. But then again, I'll use that for that rack because again, once I take them off, I don't have them on the heating rack. So just stay tuned. We're going to get these fungus gnats up under control because I just see them slowly but surely. I hope you all have a good weekend and a safe weekend. And if it's raining or if it's cold, stay warm and stay dry. We have some very cold weather coming up next week. I think the low is going to be 15. Y'all know I don't do 15. I don't do 15 like that, but I definitely, one of my plans too is to just make sure I'll probably go out Monday and just start covering up everything so that I'm not rushing. So I cover up the plants on the outside because I think the cold weather is coming in like Tuesday night, probably for the rest of the week. So I'll spend time doing that. I'll keep you posted on that. Organizing seeds, sterilizing trays and cups, just getting stuff prepped. If I have time, I'm starting my herbs. Yes, Devin, I know it's going to be so great. And I can't wait to see and hear everything you're growing. You have a great weekend too. Shirley, we are going to get out of here. And yeah, I think I might just write out my to-do list for tomorrow and just leave this here because sometimes I'll stay up like late trying to do stuff. But I think I'll just kind of plan out what I'm going to do and get that done. So you all have a good weekend. We'll talk again soon. And thank you all for joining me tonight. See you later. Bye-bye.